Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
And I'm Loren LaRosa.
Loren LaRosa.
I cut you off. You're about to introduce me.
And we have Loren LaRosa with the
day
sixth.
after Juneteenth. You need to give me the right introduction.
How was your Juneteenth?
Oh, it was amazing. I'm still on the clouds.
You are. You're like very perky today.
Yes, I just feel black joy and all that good stuff.
You got like 6 foot hair on.
It's not 6 feet. It's giving down to the ankles. I don't know.
You reckon I could rock that?
Charlie, I just had a good Juneteenth. Let's be progressive. Let's not move backwards.
Okay. On to our stories. And they're a bit downers. They're a bit bleak.
I know, and I'm so happy today, but this is the job we do.
Andrew Tate, him and his brother have been indicted. They're being charged in Romania for human trafficking and rape. Russel Simmons had a not so pleasant Father's Day. He's at war with his family.
Yes.
And to round it all out, a submarine is stuck exploring the Titanic, and they haven't found the people, they haven't found the sub. They're still down there as we speak.
We really are downers, huh?
So to start at the top, Andrew Tate, that internet personality?
The troll.
He's a troll. He's kind of chauvinist, and he says and does some questionable things. Well, he's been indicted with his brother Tristan for rape and human trafficking in Romania. This is 6 months after his formal arrest. He was freed to go into house arrest, pretty soon up. So he's been on house arrest for a few months. Well, now he's been formally charged. Apparently, him and his brother, they formed an organized crime group in Romania, the US, the UK, and they are recruiting girls by seducing them, promising them love and marriage. And then soon that had turned to they'd control them, they'd put surveillance on them, and they'd force them to work into porn.
I don't even understand. Even right now with all of these accusations and the indictment and all that stuff, right? They're literally retweeting fans who are just saying, "Oh no, they're innocent and they didn't do it," and they're there's no remorse, there's no empathy, even if they do feel like they are being charged wrongly. I think that there still should always be some type of empathy for the fact that someone was harmed or felt a way about something you did, even if you don't believe that you're guilty all the way down the line. You know what I mean? It's just a sensitive situation, but they're on Twitter retweet. They care more about let's stir the pot.
Oh, totally. They're
disgusting.
They're not like Tekashi 6ix9ine, but he's got a bit of that sort of stir the pot in him, on social media, and stoke the flames of whatever you started.
They're the misogynistic, asshole version, less rap, kickboxer version of him.
Maybe they're not that similar.
Yeah. I tried to. I see what you mean though. It's in that vein of I just do what I want. I'm untouchable. And it's I feel with certain things there needs to be a certain, because they get in front of these, this jury or whatever, grand jury. I think that's what happens in indictment, a grand jury, right?
Well, it's in Romania too. So their whole legal system, and it's up in the air. They don't have the US where they tried fairly and by your peer.
Gotcha.
It's a bit different over there. So that's what sort of them and their fans are crying that Romania, they're screwed. There's a deep state in Romania trying to get them and blah, blah, blah. God knows the truth. Hopefully, whatever way it goes, the evidence wins out if they did it or they didn't. But
this will only help them, though, regardless of how it goes. If they're found guilty, if they're not found guilty, it's just going to help them.
Not if they go to jail for 10 years or more.
They'll figure a way. They'll hire some managers so the social media will keep going. We'll get updates. They'll figure it out because I feel with slimy people, there are people who are really invested in proving to the world that no, they're not slimy people. But then there are also people who are so angry at them that they want to just keep shouting at them. So on both sides, it keeps the fire hot. And I think that they're going to people love controversy. They love all this, the stuff that they are built on. People love to argue about that. People love to go back and forth about it. You know what I mean? It gets the people going. I think that this is only going to help them, which is sad because they are, to me, disgusting 1 and disgusting 2.
No, I agree. But, they have fans. They
diehard fans, too.
Diehard fans who, ride or die, and this is just proof of whatever, that, everyone's against them. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll only get more famous as this goes on. But what can you do with your fame when you're locked up? Like, what's that guy's? What's that guy that did the Tigers? Joe Exotic. Like, he's the most famous guy ever, but he's locked up, so he can't even get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure what they might be punished. Like how many years in prison, or what even a prison in Romania looks like. Doesn't sound any fun at all. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with these guys, but I'm sure it'll be like an international spectacle of a court case. They're bad dudes. Not sure if they're guilty or if there's enough evidence to prove what they're charged with, but we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Even right now, I'm just like, okay, go to jail. See y'all later.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Convicted. On to our next story. Why don't you explain me this story about Russel Simmons? Why is he at war with his family right now?
It seems like because of all of the sexual assault accusations, that the family just hasn't repaired since then. So basically, on Father's Day, one of his daughters posted a photo of her and her mom, Kimora Lee Simmons, and said Happy Father's Day, and I think that set him off.
Well, didn't he post something else on his, like, some cryptic sort of meme type? It was a sign that basically blamed mothers for turning the kids against the dad when the dads are gone.
Yeah, so it was literally that. I don't know the exact words of it. Do we have it here? I don't know the exact words of what he posted, but it was like a street sign, and it basically said that, like, yes, moms use whatever is going on with them and the dad to turn the kids against the dad. So basically, Russel Simmons feels like his two daughters, are siding with his mom, or siding with their mom, and turning against him. He's also blaming, from what it seems like, Kimora Lee Simmons for him losing money at some point or not having money. And what they're saying back is like, listen, we have been put in a position over these last couple of years where we have had to defend you through things that we don't even understand. Like, it broke my heart to see his baby girl, Aoki, I believe that's how you say her name, Aoki, and she's so sweet. I modeled with her before.
Oh, really?
One of the sweetest people ever. She, like, comes into the room. There's no like, oh, Russel Simmons is my dad, Kimora's my mom. She really works hard. She's really invested into modeling. She was breaking down crying on Instagram, and she was just like, I've been defending you since I was like 15 years old. I didn't even know what sexual assault was, and I was trying to explain to the world that my dad is a good person, but you're almost like low-key abusive to us. Like, she said that like he's threatened to like make it where she could never model again, which she's super passionate about. And basically that she was told that if she ever spoke out about just some of the things that go on behind the scenes with the mom, with Kimora and him and their family, that it would kind of be the end of her career and trying to build in her career, because her dad is Russel Simmons and everybody loves him. And
he was saying that he was texting her, or she posted screenshots from like a WhatsApp or something like that.
Because he had moved out of the country for some time.
Oh yeah,
but he's always traveling. He
lives in Bali.
Yeah, he was living in Bali. So when all that sexual assault, those accusations had hit, he kind of just got up and just left and never came back. But I think, to be fair, he had always been a person that was kind of in and out of the country. But like during that time, he left and
why is he saying like, you guys owe me money, or you stole my money?
I don't know exactly what instance he's referring to, but from what the Aoki was saying on her Instagram, like, basically they're like, listen, you lost money because of your actions, or whatever was alleged of you. It had nothing to do with my mom. So it seems like during that time when the sexual assault accusations hit, he lost money somehow. Business, I'm sure like deals. People didn't want to do business with him.
He said they stole money from him.
That's his side of it.
Like, the family stole money.
His side of it is that they're using money and taking money and all that stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth here. I just feel like when things like this, it's kind of always like really sad to see it play out publicly, because everybody's going to have their own feelings of like what happened and why and who's to blame. And I don't even know if you'll ever settle that, because if he really feels that way about their mother, the kids are always going to have to be in the middle. And it seems like they're, supporting their mom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where they live, and, they seem like close with her. And Aoki posted this like screen recording of like Russell going off on FaceTime. Like,
yes, and she muted it too.
She muted it so we couldn't hear what was. But I hope there's some lip reading experts out there who can tell us what he was saying, because he was angry.
Baby, he was reading the room, okay?
What do you think he was saying?
A lot of bitches and fucks and...
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know. But it just seemed like at that point of anger, it just seems like you can't say anything. But I will say that like when Kimora Lee Simmons went live, or was posting her videos, whatever it was, I saw it in video form. I don't know if it was alive.
Should we play that?
Yeah, we should play it.
Let's play what Kimora said on...
She's saying he's having a breakdown, a mental breakdown.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We don't engage with him. We don't talk to him. We haven't spoken to him in many months, many months, probably going on years. Also funny to note that he has been blocked for quite a very long time, but yet continues to post messages like, we're friends, we're comrades, we're there. He posts all old pictures of my kids. Basically, in my opinion, my humble opinion, he's, I don't know, delusional and living some kind of a lie, to put it mildly.
Which is very sad to hear because, I mean, the fact that she said that he's been blocked for a while, they haven't really dealt with him in months, almost years, is like, I don't, like, just growing up watching the Simmons family, I don't know, I just never would have thought to, like, see them at this point. But if what she's saying they believe is happening, like he's going through something mentally, like it's a breakdown, it's like one of those things, again, where there's nothing that they can do for him.
I think that's just an insult. Don't you say, if someone's like going crazy, like you call them, you're going crazy right now. They're not actually going crazy. They're just really mad. You just lodge those sort of insults.
I really don't know. I honestly was more surprised just to see him that level of upset because Russell Simmons is like the Zen guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like he is Mr. Meditation, Mr. So I'm like, damn. So all of the like,
it's shattered for you now.
Does that stuff really work that long period of a time? Like I really believed like he was in such a Zen place, and the crossing of the legs when you sit down and being one with the earth was like a whole lifestyle. But now I'm like, no, they get mad too, just like us. Like
the meditators.
Yeah, they clap back too.
Yeah, meditators get mad.
I didn't know that until I saw that video. I'm like,
you thought they'd chill 100% of the time?
I just thought you enter a certain place in your life where like things don't, even if they bother you, your communication through them and they're all with the breathing.
Clearly not.
And no, clearly, yeah, damn right.
Well,
did you see those videos?
Oh, no, he was livid.
But I think too, I mean, his family, he also posted something after all of this. He posted a photo of his two daughters and basically said that, like God is testing you right now. Just remember what you were taught.
Stop taking to social media, everyone. Can't you pick up a phone and just call them?
Well,
like all of them.
I don't know if they're answering the phone for him. Kimura says that he's been blocked for a long time. I don't know if the kids are even in conversation with him right now.
This whole family is just like posting about each other, and it's just like ugly look for everyone.
It's more than like, I don't think you understand, because like growing up, it's like you had Puffy and his family, you got Will Smith and their family, and you have the Simmons family. Like
Right.
we only got but so many families that I feel like the legacy goes for generations of wealth, and they are one of the families, and it's just like I don't want to see this with them online. Like I just hate to see it.
Oh, well, I'm
You know
sorry.
what I mean?
I'm sorry that you're going through this, Loren.
I'm sorry they're going through
Me
this,
too.
but I just had to. You remember pastries?
Pastries? I love them.
No, it's okay. We
All
gonna move forward. We gonna move forward.
Okay, on to our final story, usually reserved for the light story of the day.
Not even more light.
I'm not sure if you've heard by now, but there's a submarine missing at the Titanic shipwreck.
How could I not have heard, Charlie? You work at TMZ.
It's an international story. It's like a pop culture story right now. Everyone around the world is talking about this submarine.
Yes.
It's got 5 people on board this missing submarine. They've got enough sort of air down there to last till Thursday at 2:30, apparently. They've got that long to be not only found, but when you're down there, and the Titanic sits 13,000 feet beneath the surface of the water, where it's 400 times the pressure as it is up here. Even if you find their submarine, if it's kind of trapped or lodged somewhere, it's not like you can just open the door and let them out.
No, you can't.
First
of all, getting that door open because of the
pressure.
Yeah.
Can't. It's like bolted shut. It's closed from the outside because you don't want the pressure to get to it. So it's very tight little ship.
Oh,
and it's
my
so
worst fear ever is sinking underwater.
Well, this is it then, because the actual submarine, it's got like 5 people in there, but there's not much room. It's very small. It's like a Winnebago, if less than.
But I feel like what went wrong? Because it happened early. So like an hour and 45 minutes into the dive.
Well, this same ship this same submarine has lost communication in the past. Like a journalist went on board a year ago, this same ship, and they lost communication while the journalist was on the ship. Like there's video of it.
Yeah, see, my black ass, I'm not doing nothing like this.
You think these submarines are for white people?
No, not that I think they're for white people. I'm just saying me and all of my black assness and these braids is not. I would never.
You can't get those braids wet.
First of all, no. Well, no, I can. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I just know my boundaries, and this is not one of them.
Oh,
like
I would
when
never.
When I used to fly, and we had to learn all of in case the plane goes under. Like,
Oh, yeah, you're a flight attendant, former flight attendant.
And my worst fear was if we went down over water, because at that point it's almost like it's a miracle if you even are able to get back up to the top of the water.
If you go down anywhere,
pressure.
if you go down on land, that's just you'd crash. And
I mean, if you go down on land, yes, but like you always think that like there is a possibility that like I don't know you survive, which is insane to think about because you're like 10,000 feet plus up in the air, right? But water to me was always the more scary because it's like if you land or you crash or something happens on land, right? You have the ability to like try and figure it out because you're not submerged in water. These people, after that time goes, this Thursday time, then what? Like you have to survive the elements. Water is like everywhere.
I mean, they may be alive as we speak, but it'd be a pretty scary place to be in there right now. As I say, even if they're found, to rescue them that deep under, the deepest underwater rescue ever is 2,000 feet under the water. These guys are 13,000 feet under. So they might be like kind of trapped. One of these guys under the water is Hamish Harding. He's like a billionaire explorer dude who's gone to space. He's got the Guinness World Record of going from pole to pole the fastest. He's under there completely helpless. And his friend said that maybe they're stuck in the Titanic, like, because the submarine can go like through the different areas of the Titanic. If they got stuck on like some fishing thing or like I don't know why you'd want to. It's just like an old moldy boat.
$250,000 to do this.
Jeez, Louise. And apparently it's kind of like a cheap sub. It's like there's parts from Best Buy on the sub.
This is the Spirit Airlines of it.
This is the Spirit Airlines of submarines.
Why would they get on here? They're rich.
I don't know. Well, we'll be rooting for you. Hopefully a miracle happens. But anyway.
Oh my God, that just made me so sad. I just came off of all of these Juneteenth libations, and now I'm just
libations. It's a libation.
No, I told you already.
What?
The level I was on, I was vibrating, so it's libations.
Okay. Well, let's get you back there, Loren. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Yes, I appreciate you for having me.
Okay, see you here tomorrow.